It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
And now, Saul Canelo. It's the Mexican monster, David Benavidez, a two-weight world champion at both super middleweight and light heavyweight.
The reach, how on earth?
This bout is scheduled for 8.
One of the hottest. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That hook was off target. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. So much for being a good sport here. They're going to taunt. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. How about that time counter shot? And he scores with the counter. Nice counter shot. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
It's so hot, so heat. If there's a roof on here, you don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting under. You're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be a slow fight on here.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Counter punch caught him clean. That counter shot lands. That right hook catching air. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Those counter punches, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. In that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
I like it. I'm happy. Good man.
Have you got complacent? The fight's not over yet. You've got to go out there and win.
Here we go for round two. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Beautiful counter shot. A perfect counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. They're giving us a high-tempo show. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter-puncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
And forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Big whiff with the right hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Catch and shoot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Alvarez in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who. And there's the bell for round 3. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. These two were made for each other. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nice counter. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Do you believe what we're seeing? Nice counter shot. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Alvarez in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Here we go to the 4th round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Good counter punching. Nice counter punch right up the middle. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Punch, counter punch. The right hook misses. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He threw a punch and just got countered. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights where...
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Alvarez in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. Time for the 5th round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back. Incredible work rate.
down with that counter shot. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that. Oh, wait a minute! Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. How are they still standing?
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought this...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Oh, my word. Canelo just got a big, heavy blow, and Saul is down. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
You're right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're okay.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
You're being put down.
This is the beginning of round 6. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They exchange punches. They miss with that jab. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. The perfect counter lands. Good counter punch. There's a counter shot. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing...
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. And it's survival time for David Benavidez. How did they not go down?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill.
That's a lot of swelling. The referee taking a good look at it. Is he going to stop it? So that's that. The referee's made his judgment, and we carry on. Only catching air with that hook. Hook misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Benavidez that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on. And there's the bell for round 7. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. These guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. David Benavidez might be ready to go. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Missing with the left hook. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Nice counter punch. Hold it right there. The Mexican Monster's in trouble. Let's talk about David Benavidez that last round. Stamina is all
On the job. What is it?
and they're back at it again here in round 8. That 1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. And the Mexican Monster might be ready to finally go down. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Beautiful counter punch. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Look back in the history books. Some of the...
Another TKO win here, Johnny. What's next?
Just like another like TKO, it's Teddy.